Heikkinen of Esko will be jumping against number 50, Sue Jensen, for the Danes. Tip is controlled by the Danes. They get across half court quickly. Number 12 is Jenny Ashmore. Lonnie Town on her. Gets it quickly over to Greta Sebald. Foul on the play. She gets it into Ashmore. She looks inside, can't get it in. Tipped away by Pelletier. She gets it up quickly for Town. Town passes off her up here. Ball's out of bounds. Danes ball. Across down into the paint area. Ashmore with the ball for the Danes.
Keep dribbling, Jenny. Keep dribbling.
Gets it up to number 22, Sobstack. And umpire steals it away for the Eskimos. Gives off to Matinen. In and out. And the Danes start up quickly with Ashmore. Ashmore right-hand dribble across the timeline. Gives it back to Sobstack. Sobstack to Jensen. Jensen looks inside for Sidlow. Sidlow back out here for Sobstack. Sobstack near side. Looks inside. Pump fake up and in. They take a 1-0 lead. 6:58 left in the first quarter. Sobstack hits the second one. Eskimos inbound the ball quickly. Get it up for Ellie. She pulls it back out. Up here for Heikkinen. Heikkinen up and good. Heikkinen scoring. Team foul for the Eskimos. Sidlow will inbound the ball for the Danes. She gets it into Sobstack. Sebald with the ball. Sebald down into the corner. Looks inside. Jensen tipped away. Town comes away. Up quickly. Umpierre. Umpierre scoring. Ashmore being bothered by Town and Umpierre. They're both on the floor for the ball, and they tie it up. Good hustle by Lonnie Town that time. They doubled up. Matinen scoring. Sarah Matinen on a nice little play there off the tip with an assist from Ellie Umpierre. Lori Heikkinen on the floor after the ball. Matinen, and they tie it up. No. Out of up here, down in the corner for Matinen, almost loses it, gets it back outside to Town. She drives inside and is fouled by... Pressuring Ashmore. Ball's knocked away. Matinen down on the floor after it, and they tie it up. Lonnie Town for the Eskimos across the timeline. Tipped away from her. Goes out of bounds. Gets it into Town. Town looking inside. Gets it out to Umpierre. Umpierre looks for Matinen, gets it to her. Matinen across for Lonnie Town. She takes the shot. That's up and good. Town scoring. Umpierre with the steal. She looks inside, and that'll go out of bounds off an Eskimo and back to the Danes. Inbounding it for Askov is number 34, Lisa Sidlow. Sidlow looking deep. Tremendous defense by the Eskimos, and they cause a 5-second turnover. So the Eskimos, with that good man-to-man pressure defense, will get another turnover. Heikkinen will be inbounding the ball for the Eskimos. Laurie in for Town. Town far side gives to the point. Umpierre right-handed dribble. Town block, nice for Matinen. Matinen off the glass, and it comes out of there no good. Lonnie Town with a rebound, puts it up no good. And that's pulled off by Sidlow, and she gets it up for number 22, Sobstack. Sobstack for Sebald. She puts it up, no good. Rebound goes off the hand and goes back to Esko. 4:25 left, first quarter. Eskimos 10, the Danes 2. Jensen knocked away by Town, but she regains. Jensen moved, Ashmore. Puts up and in, who was it? Sidlow scoring. Pass up for Stacy Pelletier, she puts it in. Pelletier scoring. Near steal there by the Eskimos. Ashmore up quickly for Sostok. It's stolen away by Umpierre. And Kevin Stoneman of the Esko boys team has just joined me, and he will be my color commentator for the rest of the evening. Kevin, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Pelletier scoring. Stacy Pelletier putting that one in on a nice pass from Umpierre. Ball in quickly for number 20, Callie Degerstrom. Degerstrom underneath for Mercer. Mercer up and good.
That was a nice shot there from the baseline.
Callie Mercer. Lonnie Town with the ball now for the Eskimos. Stolen away, stolen right back by Town, and she gives off for Mattinen. Mattinen looks inside for Pelletier. Pelletier up, blocked by Jensen. Mattinen up with a shot, and that one goes in. Mattinen scoring. Kevin, it looks like this is going to be a game tonight of possibly this pressure defense of Esko's just getting completely too...
The defense is just eating them up.
Okay, Umpierre back with the ball, gives off for Hakenin. And number 34, Lisa Sidlow, will inbound for Esko. She gets it in to Ashmore. Ashmore having trouble again with Lonnie Town. Pelletier will pick her up. Stolen away, but she was out of bounds. It into Degerstrom, Degerstrom, almost stolen away by Umpierre. Gives off to Ashmore. Ashmore up, blocked nicely by Hakenin. Up again. Ashmore, a senior guard for the Danes, puts it up. That one's off, no good. 2:43 left, first quarter. Eskimos 16, Esko 6. Ashmore up, and this one is also no good. Hakenin rebounds for the Eskimos, gives up quickly to Umpierre. Umpierre cross court for Pelletier. Pelletier gives off for Mattinen, stolen away.
Don't need to get the ball up court a little bit quicker so they can set up their offense and not having to worry about Esko's devastating pressure.
Okay, Umpierre with the ball for the Eskimos. She gives back to Lonnie Town. Town down in the corner for Sarah Mattinen. She drives baseline, puts it up. It's blocked by Jensen. Again, Mattinen comes away with the ball, gives back to Umpierre. Umpierre looks cross court for Pelletier on a nice pass. Pelletier scoring.
That sure was a nice pass underneath there.
NBA type pass by Ellie Umpierre. Again, Jensen looking inside, stolen away by Umpierre, and they break 3-on-1. She gives a cross for Town. Town hesitates, puts it up and scores. Lonnie Town scoring.
The Eskimos are just blowing away Esko right now. It doesn't even seem like Esko can do anything right now.
It's that tremendous pressure defense by the Eskimos. Odd call there by Tim Emanuel. Pelletier's first shot rolls off, no good. 1:43 left, first quarter. Eskimos 20, Esko 6. Pelletier's second shot comes off, no good, and it's rebounded by... That one comes off, no good. Mattinen rebounds, gets it out to Town, and here they come again. Out for Pelletier, she puts it up, but she was pushed from behind and scores anyway. Pelletier scoring.
With the fast breaking of Esko, unless Esko gets some pressure on them and can start setting up their offense, Esko's just going to blow them away.
Getting ready to check in for the Eskimos also, number 31, Joyce Deason. Ball's tipped in Mercer. She was fouled on the play. First shot is up and short. Both teams right now are in the bonus, although this was not a bonus effort. Mercer up, and that one is good.
To get up court, that's almost patent. Every game you watch, Esko can run that break and everything like that.
Taking it, shooting one long. Ball is blocked nicely.
Seconds left in this first quarter, which has been devastating.
Ball is picked up by the Danes' number 20, Callie Degerstrom. Degerstrom, right-handed dribble. She loses it there. Umpierre quickly across the timeline. Tries to get it into Deason, knocked away nicely there by number 32, Doreen Mercer, and she gives back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom being pressured by Umpierre. Umpierre knocked away by Town. Town will go in for a layup, and she scores. Lonnie Town scoring.
That was a beautiful play, playing behind the defensive.
Lonnie Town's first free throw is up and good. Lori Hakinen will take a breather for the Eskimos as Sarah gives her a rest. Town will be shooting another. Puts it up and it's no good. It comes out of there and Jensen rebounds for Esko. John Grusendorf, coach of the Eskimos, his favorite words are pressure, pressure. Umpierre down on the floor again after the ball as she was tied up there by number 32 Mercer.
Esko looks like they're just disorganized. Nothing seems to work from them. They're trying to force too many things, and I mean, they can't even set up their own offense because Esko's defense is so great.
That's right, Kevin. When they have such a pressure defense like the Eskimos have, it's veritably impossible to get that ball set up in any kind of an offensive pattern.
Right.
The Eskimos are definitely controlling the tempo of this game. 20, Kelly Degerstrom puts it up, and it's off, no good. Degerstrom throwing it in to Jensen, knocked away, and that's the end of the first quarter. The Eskimos lead 26-7. We'll be back. Tremendous man-to-man pressure defense. Jensen tips it to Sidlow. Sidlow gives back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom, right-handed dribble. She's being pressured by Umpierre. Umpierre gives off to number 12, Ashmore. Close. Okay, unofficially, here are your scores for the...
For the Esko, there was 2 by Kelly Degerstrom, or no, Sadak. 3 by Doreen Mercer, and Lisa Sidlow had 2 for the Esko.
Esko's number 15, Ellie Umpierre. Checking in for the Eskimos is number 13, Jill Larson. She had to take out Umpierre. Quickly up again. Town goes around. Ashmore nicely puts it up and scores.
Nice. Their passing's perfect. Even though they're outmatched defensively on the board, they're still doing everything that they wanted to do.
Because that was an intentional foul, Lonnie Town will be shooting 2. Or did shoot 2 or whatever. Okay, Lonnie misses the second. She put in the first one. 32-7, Eskimos lead. Getting ready to check in for the Danes is number 44, Greta Sebald. She started the game. Degerstrom goes baseline. Town on Ashmore. Jensen inside, puts it up, and it comes off no good. Pelletier is tied up and gets it off to Mattinen. Mattinen gives off to Larson. Larson up, no, it's tipped away by Ashmore and stolen away by number 50, Susie Jensen. Again, stolen away by Pelletier. Decent up, and that one comes off no good. Rebound in there by Jensen. Jensen clears the board nicely. And Degerstrom is up with the ball for the Danes. Degerstrom, left-handed dribble far side. Gives off to number 12, Ashmore. Ashmore looking inside. She does get it inside to number 34. 6:17 left, second quarter, 32-7. Eskimos lead. The first shot is off, no good. Second shot is up and good. So it's 32-8. Jill Larson setting up on top for the Eskimos. She gives off to Town. Town inside, stolen away nicely by number 34, Lisa Sidlow. 32 Mercer with the ball.
Sorry about that, Terry. Esko seems like they're finally setting up offense and stuff. Now they're really hitting the boards on offense.
Sidlow. 5:48 left, second quarter. Sidlow's free throw is good. Town quickly up for the Eskimos. Into the middle of the floor. She goes up, puts it up, no good. Comes off to Pelletier. Pelletier,
A senior guard like that.
I guess we could ask her to go out and sell some popcorn. Stacy Pelletier's first shot is up and good. And Lonnie Town, she's coming back off of an appendicitis attack that she had around Christmas time. Pelletier's second shot is also good. And she is playing possessed. Just tremendous basketball. She's been playing since she's come back.
John Grusendorf started substituting with some other players.
Sidlow up and good for the Danes. Pulling that rebound. They got that size over the Eskimos. If they can get the ball into this end of the court, it's a lot tougher for the Eskimos. Sarah Mattinen looks up for the shot. Doesn't take it. Town into the lane. Up and good. Town Town scoring.
Town's doing everything for him right now.
That's right, Lonnie Town. Tremendous little ball player. Inside for Mercer. It's no good. Jensen players with more than one fall. Jensen's first shot is up and good. Sue Jensen, 6'2", Esko center. Good-looking ball player. Puts her second shot up and it's good. 36-15, the Eskimos lead. 5 minutes left, second quarter. Lonnie Town up top for the Eskimos. Gives off to Larson. Larson to Town. Town back for Larson. Larson looking inside. Can't get it to anybody. Lonnie Town with the ball back to Larson. Larson looking inside. Gives to Deason. Deason off glass and good. Deason scoring. Joyce Deason. Jill Larson having a kind of a tough time staying with Degerstrom. Passes inside to Sidlow. Sidlow up off glass and good. If they get that ball inside, the timeline gives back to Town. Town carried the ball.
Getting offense set up so they can score some points underneath that basket.
Okay, there's Mercer with the ball for the Danes. She gives off to Degerstrom. Degerstrom looking inside, gives to Sebald. Sebald to Degerstrom. Degerstrom looks inside, picked off by Pelletier. She gives up quickly for Mattinen. Mattinen to Town. Town back to Mattinen. Mattinen up, and that one is off, no good.
Jump off because they both had it tied up.
Okay, Sidlow's first shot is off, no good. Mattinen rebounds for Esko and gets it up to Deason. Deason dribbles through a couple people, gives off.
Good shot.
That's right. Lonnie Town with the ball over her head. Tries to go inside, it's knocked out of her hands. Town gives to Pelletier. She can't handle the hot pass and it goes out of bounds. And Sidlow will inbound for the Danes. Sidlow gives to Degerstrom. Degerstrom being pressured there. Tipped by Deason, but Sidlow gets the ball quickly up the floor. Ball's off Jensen's hands and she knocks it back into Lonnie Town. Town tries to throw it down the court. It's knocked away by Sidlow. Town goes through a couple of Danes. Gives off to Pelletier on a feed. Oh, what a play. Pelletier scoring, assist by Town. Oh, what a play by Lonnie Town. She is sweet.
Can't say enough about Lonnie Town. She's just doing everything that anybody can do out there.
That's right. She's only 5'2", but she plays like she's 6'2" forward. Just tremendous. She's the power forward on this Eskimo team. That's right. Sarah Mattinen inside for the Eskimos. She passes outside, stolen away by Degerstrom. 40-18 Eskimos, 2:49 left in this first half. Town up with the ball, quickly up for Larson. Larson comes down left hand, stops in the lane, puts it up and good. Larson scoring. Jill Larson pulling up for the J. 42-18 Eskimos lead, 2:29 left. Degerstrom. Degerstrom gets it inside to 44. Sebald back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom being pressured there by Larson. Degerstrom knocked away with the ball for Esko. Being pressured there by Larson. Larson gives a cross to Sidlow. Sidlow up and good. Sidlow scoring. 42-20, Eskimos lead.
Sidlow looks like she's getting into the game and she's really helping Esko get back into this game. Even though it's a blowout, Esko's still doing their best.
Sebald with the steal after Sarah Mattinen lost it off her fingertips. Larson again almost got the blocking fall. Degerstrom off for Sidlow. Sidlow looking inside for Jensen. Can't get it to her and it comes back outside to 22. Sostok stolen away by Larson. Larson with Pelletier. Larson up and good. Larson scoring. I think the Eskimos got a break there.
I'd say. Pretty lucky.
44-20, Eskimos lead. 1:22 left first half. Larson for Town. Inside for Pelletier.
Well, even though they don't have any side tractor, they're awfully quick underneath those boards.
Deason will be trying to add to that score. First shot is up and no good. And Sidlow rebounds and gives off to Sebald. Sebald gives to Jensen, and Jensen gives off to Degerstrom. Degerstrom in for Sidlow, and she puts it up and good. Sidlow scoring. Joyce Deason left-hand layup, no good. Rebound comes off to Degerstrom. Degerstrom for the Danes. Almost stolen away by Lonnie Town. Hook pass down there for Sebald. And Larson comes away, and it's stolen. 9 seconds left first half. Degerstrom's first free throw is up and good. 44-23 Eskimo lead.
Esko shooting tremendous free throws.
Second one is up and good also.
That's what's keeping them in this game. So it's not going to be a complete blowout.
And I just can't believe that this can be the same Esko team that defeated Cromwell just last Friday night. Sarah Mattinen gives to Larson. Larson tipped away. Sebald. Nice save there by Degerstrom. She gives to Jensen, back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom in for number 22. Larson gets this, get it into Mattinen. Mattinen puts it up, and it's no good. Larson with 4, and Stacy Pelletier with 14. For the Danes, the big scorer in the second quarter was Lisa Sidlow. She poured in 12, and she ended up the second quarter with 14 points. 3 points for Mercer, 2 points for Sostok, 3 for Degerstrom. Lori Heikkinen will be inbounding the ball for the Eskimos. Heikkinen gives to Umpierre. Umpierre for Heikkinen. Heikkinen over the top of Jensen. That's no good. And Heikkinen steals for the Eskimos. Cross court Mattinen. Mattinen drives inside, puts up a jump shot off glass, no good. And Heikkinen comes away with the rebound. Heikkinen outside for Umpierre. Umpierre down in the corner for Mattinen. Mattinen gives inside to Pelletier. She hooks it, and I think she was trying to pass it.
I think they almost decided to die because they had 6. Oh, look at that nice pass. Nice shot.
Jensen scoring. The Eskimos have gone into a different type of defense. It's their diamond zone. Umpierre with the ball. She'll bring it back outside for the Eskimos. Umpierre at the top. Gives off for Town. Pelletier inside trying to on in the second half, and right away she's out. Sarah Mattinen picks off the pass, gets it into Umpierre. Umpierre goes up strong off glass, no good. Decent up, and Town got the jump ball with Sebald as she snuck in there.
That was great anticipation by Lonnie Town to stop that of Esko getting the ball.
Sebald comes away with it for the Danes, and she gives off to Degerstrom. Degerstrom. Pass blocked by Mattinen. She tries to throw it down long for Deason, but it's stolen away by Degerstrom. Degerstrom looks and gives off to 22 Sostok. Degerstrom. Degerstrom for Sidlow. Sidlow up on top, Sostok. 20 is Degerstrom. 44-28 Eskimos lead. 6:20 left third quarter. Umpierre with the ball for the Eskimos. Umpierre, Deason. Deason looking inside for Pelletier, gives back outside for Umpierre. Umpierre in for Pelletier, blocked by Jim.
Play good defense, and then try getting working that ball inside. Well, Esko is in that their famous matchup, the Sagan defense, which is almost impossible to shoot from inside end.
28 Eskimos lead, 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Degerstrom, she walked, wasn't called by Frank. Pelletier on the floor after the ball. Umpierre up with it, puts it up, and good. Umpierre scoring. Boy, they get that ball up the floor in a hurry. Degerstrom with the ball for the Danes. Sidlow knocked away. Degerstrom. Degerstrom to Sidlow.
Digging for a block.
Jensen scoring. Sue Jensen putting in off glass. Umpierre. Mattinen. Mattinen moves inside, gives to Pelletier. She puts it up, blocked by Jensen. Nice block there by Susie Jensen. Degerstrom. 47-30, Eskimos lead. Mattinen gives back to Umpierre. Umpierre for Town. Town gives to Deason. Deason down into the corner, tries to get into Pelletier. It'd be real easy to get depressed. Start getting down on yourself. Degerstrom with the ball for the Danes. Degerstrom gives off to Sostak. Sostak back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom to Sidlow. Sidlow to Sostak to Degerstrom. To Sebald. Sostak. Sidlow. Sidlow gives to 44 Sebald. In for Jensen, she puts it off the glass and scores.
That looked like they were asking Ellie if she was all right. It looks like she might have an injury.
Rebounded by Sidlow, and the Danes are coming back, 47-32. 4 minutes left, third quarter.
They're hitting those defensive boards really hard. And they're
Sidlow. Sidlow scoring.
Esko's coming back. Oh, what a pass.
Ellie Umpierre just took a tremendous shot. She is one tough cookie.
2 shots at that basket.
Sidlow to Degerstrom. She puts it up. That comes off no good. Rebound by Sidlow. Sidlow puts it up, and that one will go. Slowly but surely, that Eskimo lead has been dwindled to 11 points with 3:19 left in the third quarter. Umpierre tries to dribble through 2 people, and she couldn't quite tempo of this game. They're slowing it down more. Degerstrom, Umpierre across the timeline. Umpierre puts it up, partially blocked, and it goes. Gives it in for Town. Town tries to go up strong on Jensen, and they'll jump it up.
For being 5'2", Lonnie Town sure wants to go up with those big girls.
So I think she was looking to pass it off, to slip it off to somebody, but couldn't quite get it, and she had to go up with the shot or else be called for 3 seconds. This is a mismatch, but Lonnie's a good jumper. Degerstrom with the ball for the Danes. Degerstrom with Umpierre on her. In for Mercer. Mercer inside for Jensen. She puts it up and scores. Jensen scoring. Again, the Eskimo lead is cut to 11. Lonnie Town goes inside, puts it up, and it's knocked away. Sidlow with the ball for the Danes. Degerstrom.
The height factor is finally taking its toll on the Eskimos. Esko was just setting up their plane and pass it inside to the big person.
Anything. And it looks like they're probably going to be going into their 4 corner. And what they do on this is just try to get a layup, is all. If they get an uncontested layup, that's what they'll take. Umpierre out, Deason. Pelletier, back to Deason. Gives to Town. Matanen. Matanen for the Eskimos will just hold the ball. They have to come out and force because Askov is behind. Umpierre with the ball again, out at the top. They'll spread it way out and just go for the layup. Town behind the back.
North Carolina was a team that perfected this to a T. I mean, at one point, 2 years ago, that's all they ran was this 4 corner stuff, and they were winning like crazy.
Deason with the ball, 1:21 left in the third quarter. Lonnie Town almost stolen away. Now it is stolen. Gives off to Deason. Deason back out on top for Umpierre. Again, it was very close. 32 Mercer on Town. Town gives to Umpierre. Back to Town. She loses it. Mercer steals. She goes up and scores. Mercer scoring. 49-40 Eskimos lead. Umpierre almost stolen away again. Deason. Deason to Town. Town to Deason. To Umpierre. Umpierre in the jump circle. Pelletier. Pelletier to Umpierre. Umpierre, juke step, comes back outside. Gives to Pelletier. 23 seconds left. Umpierre, she'll go inside for the layup, up and no good, and Sidlow rebounds for the Danes. Sidlow off to Mercer. Mercer to Degerstrom. Degerstrom traveled, and the ball will go back over to the Eskimos. Buzzer, buzzer, buzzer. And then
they'll probably go for the last shot.
Umpierre. Umpierre spin move, gives back outside to Town. 5 seconds. She puts it up and it goes. Town scoring. Lonnie Town, give it to the senior. Let him put it in. At the very quickly, holding the Danes to only 18 points in the first half. Lori Heikkinen will be jumping against Sue Jensen. Heikkinen, an excellent leaper. Sidlow for the Danes. Up, no good. Rebound. She went over the top of Lonnie Town, but was not called.
These Esko girls are really taking it to Esko in the inside game now.
Mercer to inbound for the Danes. She gets it into Sidlow. Sidlow up and good. Sidlow scoring.
Esko's having a hard time with those Esko girls. The guards are finally getting them to where they can score.
Lori Heikkinen baseline tries to put it up and she's fouled. Heikkinen's first shot is off, no good. Heikkinen up and short again. And Degerstrom pulls it off for the Danes. She gives off to Mercer. Mercer inside for Jensen off of Lori Heikkinen's leg. And it'll go to the Danes.
They really want to win this game bad, even those 20 points.
Ashmore shooting short, comes off inside. Lonnie Town and Sidlow. And they had most of the time, they had 3 people up on top, and so it wasn't exactly working right. That ball goes off of Susie Jensen's hands. It'll go back over to the Eskimos. So again, the Eskimos get a break on the jump ball. Lori Heikkinen to inbound. Umpierre. Helly Umpierre. Across the timeline, gives to Pelletier. Pelletier trying to get it inside to Matt. Ball's into Degerstrom. Degerstrom being pressured by Umpierre. Degerstrom. Lonnie Town up, and she misses the layup. One of the rare misses for Lonnie Town. Falls quickly into the forecourt. Oh, knocked away nicely by Pelletier. Saved into Mattinen. Quickly up for Lonnie Town. She gives to Umpierre, spins and puts it up, and it's no good, but she traveled on. Sebald gets it into Ashmore. Sebald, Sidlow that was, pardon me. Ashmore having trouble. Heikkinen steals, puts it up, and misses. So the Eskimos are starting to miss some layups, and that hurts bad. Degerstrom, 6:24 left. 51-42, Eskimos still leading. Umpierre, Heikkinen with the steal. And number 30. Again, the Eskimos will go into the 4 corner. Okay, here we go now. Pelletier almost stolen away, and they're going to call a foul on 50, Jensen, and she's going to be out. The foul is on.
They won half their of the Esko tight. Now we only got Sidlow left working inside.
That's right. That hurts when you lose one big person like that. Lonnie Town penetrates into the middle, gets it back outside for Umpierre. This 4 corner now is designed just to get the uncontested layup. Heikkinen gets it back outside to Mattinen. Mattinen to Umpierre. Umpierre back outside to Heikkinen. Tempers are starting to flare a little bit out there. Pelletier almost taken away. Lonnie Town all the way across court for Mattinen. Mattinen over to Heikkinen. Heikkinen back outside for Town. Town to Mattinen. 5:10 left, 4th quarter, 51-42, Eskimos lead. Ellie Umpierre Back outside again for Lonnie Town. Town penetrating into the middle, brings it back out, gets it off to Matanen. Matanen, Heikkinen. Eskimos just content to stall out the ball. They got a 9-point lead. Lonnie Town goes into the middle, puts it up, and it comes off no good. Is on Eskov's number 44, Greta Seabald. That's her first personal foul. The 15th foul for the Danes in the second half. Shooting for the Eskimos will be number 11, Lonnie Town.
The Esko girls have to, instead of chasing with 3 or 4 people, they have to play man-to-man and hope and double team like in a corner, but not send 3 or 4 people after the ball and follow it all over the place.
That's right. What they got to try to do is hope that Esko makes it. This is one thing the Eskimo girls, they work for about a half. 44, Greta Seabald away from the ball with a push. The foul is on Eskov's number 44, Greta Seabald. That's her second personal foul. Shooting for the Eskimos will be number... or open my mouth, put my foot in on that one. 4:17 left. Fourth quarter, Eskimos still ahead, 51-42. Umpierre. Mercer, back to Degerstrom. Degerstrom, looking, gets it over to Mercer.
Looks like one half.
Mercer to Ashmore.
Looks like when Sue Jensen goes out, Eskov is not the same team.
That's right, they're putting her out on the wing. I thought they'd post her up for sure, but they're bringing her out on the wing position. And she's not able to power up off glass from out there.
Right.
Okay, Ellie Umpierre for the Eskimos. Umpierre goes between 2 people. She tries to go up with a layup and throws it back out. Nice play by Ellie Umpierre. Good heady play, and you expect that from your senior. Matanen to Lonnie Town. Lonnie Town goes inside, and there's going to be a foul called on the play. If Lonnie could put a couple in here, they'd be really
Make these free throws, or Eskov can come back.
Falls off and saved by Matanen, but taken by Callie Degerstrom of the Danes. The Eskimos in the bonus. This is really big. They have to hit these 1-and-1s. Degerstrom. Ashmore looks inside, gets it into Mercer. She can't handle the pass. It goes off her leg and out of bounds. Gets it into Mercer. Mercer drives inside on the base. Seabald looking in for Sidlow. Gets it into her. She puts it up off the glass, and it comes out of there no good. Sidlow's first shot is up and good.
That's what Eskov's got to do more into this game, is they got to feed the big girl in there so she can work on the basket.
That's right, she makes both of her free throws. Eskimos get the ball into Lonnie Town. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Ellie Umpierre gives off to Heikkinen. Heikkinen in the corner for Pelletier. Pelletier being pressured there by Seabald. Pelletier gives back to Umpierre. Umpierre gives to Lonnie Town. To Matanen. Matanen brings it inside. Pelletier. Ones.
It's a very key element in any game. If you don't hit your free throws, you won't win the game.
That's right. Stacy Pelletier puts her first one in. 53-44. Eskimos go back up by 9. Second shot is up and also good. So Pelletier.
Looks like
54-44.
Looks like Esko, if they had their choice, they'd want their hit the ball in Stacy Pelletier's hands if they're going to fall, if they're falling.
It's pretty cool cut.
Getting good, but they'd be a different ball team.
That's right, Lonnie Town behind the back. Gets it to Matanen. Matanen looked inside, but got it back out. The foul. Degerstrom coming off the bench tonight and doing a whale of a job for the Esko Danes, bringing the ball up the floor.
Looks like I put the jinx on.
Nope, they traveled. Might have this to Mercer. Mercer goes baseline, puts it up, and it's good. Mercer scoring. Lonnie Town up quickly for the Eskimos. She blows by everybody, puts it up, and it's off, but a foul.
They're making their free throws.
Town up and good. So she hit them both. The Eskimos again into a pressure defense. Ashmore almost hammered there by Haken, 34, Sidlow up, no good. Rebound, Sidlow puts it up, no good. Good, and comes down to Lonnie Town, and here she comes again. Gets it up to Pelletier. Pelletier quickly, but she tripped, or is tripped, by Ashmore.
There goes that Esko fast break again. Off a miss or on the bounce.
The foul is on another 11-point lead. Again, a 1-on-1 situation. First one is up. You know, I was wondering when they were going to call that, Kevin. She's been using that left arm to push off all night long.
Yeah, whenever somebody was within a couple of feet of her, she was pushing around.
The foul is on Esko's number.
Getting pressured.
Lonnie Town goes in a lane, puts it up, and it comes hard off the back iron. No good, and Sebald rebounds for the Danes. 22 Sostock. That's why Sostock is Sidlow. Sidlow knocked away. Sidlow up, and no good. Decent and Sidlow, or not decent exactly, or try to penetrate and draw the foul, but anything but what the shot that she took. Degerstrom with the ball. Degerstrom puts it up, and that comes off the side, no good. Mercer up, no good. Mercer up again, no good.
And it's going to be tough to win when you're down by 9 points.
But she makes the second one, and they're only down by 8 points. Mattinen gives off to Hakkinen. Hakkinen spins, gives back to Mattinen. Mattinen way outside to Lonnie Town. Mattinen. Or Hakkinen, excuse me. Hakkinen.
You're guaranteed that the lead will stay the same.
That's the Eskimos have a 10-point lead. Into the Danes.
And Esko's not afraid to go almost full court man-to-man either.
The Eskimos call Hakkinen. They're going for the deep one. Lonnie Town off her knee. She puts it up, and no, she's called for traveling.
Looks like John Grudendorf took that play from our Esko boys. That's called our 99 play where the two posts come up and pick for the 2-point people.
Sidlow to inbound. Stolen away by Pelletier. Gives to Town. Town to Hakkinen. Hakkinen up and good. Hakkinen scoring assist by Town. Deep pass down the floor off of Deason's back. Inside for Sebald. She puts it up, and that comes off no good. Pelletier rebounds and is hammered, so she'll go to the line. Just like two different games, actually. Pelletier, she stepped on the line. Line violation, no basket.
Esko wish that they didn't have that first half, because if in the second half they've been playing it almost equal with the Eskimos.
That's right. Degerstrom looking for somebody to give off to. Gives off for Mercer inside. Sidlow rebounds, puts it up and good. Mercer scoring.
Right now it looks like Sidlow's been a one-man team for him.
That's right. Final score.
Done by Kerry Rod of WKLK radio station.
Sarah Mantonen will not be starting, as Sarah has come down with the flu, and she will see action, but Joyce Deason will start in her position at center. Let's take a look at the guards. First of all, two of the quickest guards you're ever going to see around, and Ellie Umpierre and Lonnie Town. Town with number 11 and Umpierre with number 15. Hakkinen, Lori Hakkinen will start at one of the forwards, along with Stacy Pelletier, and Deason will start at the center position. But now it'll be interesting to see who they have jumping at center. I believe we'll see Julie Pullman possibly jump the center jump, and I think we may see her jumping against Lori Hakkinen, but either that or Stacy Pelletier. So we'll wait and see. Right now getting the introduction by Carrie Juntonen, who has presented a plaque after the B Squad game, which Cromwell won over Esko 23-21. Carrie does a lot of work, Tom, for the Esko girls program. Maybe you can describe the ceremony that took place for us.
Earlier in the season, Carrie built a help Rosenberg. Asked God if if he can help the Esko girls basketball team. And I guess he's up to junior high. He's been around to run the clock, and everybody run the clock. And free practice.
All right, so Carrie Juntonen is on the PA tonight, and doing his usual fine job. At halftime tonight, we'll talk with the head coach of the very successful 9th grade boys team here at Esko. The direction of Mr. Gary Schmidtke. Esko, again, currently atop the Polar League, tied with Moose Lake. This is a big game, a pivotal game for both these teams, as Esko is coming off a recent loss to Denfield Morgan Park. And Cromwell coming off a victory, so they would like to continue their winning ways. All three of Cromwell's losses have come to the hands of Polar League teams. They are 9-3. Jumping center is Randall and Lori Hakinen. And Randall controls the tip to Teresa Clark. Teresa Clark goes to the baseline, gives the ball off to Heidi Clark. And Tom White needs some help with a microphone tonight. In they go to Carol Randall, right back to Heidi Clark, and they bring it out top of the key to Teresa Clark, who is playing the point guard. Tries to go inside to Julie Coleman, off the glass, no good. Rebound on the Shores, bringing the ball up, working against Teresa Clark, who steals the ball away. Tap of the ball easily controlled by Teresa Clark, gives the ball off to Julie Coleman. Coleman off to Heidi Clark, brings the ball out to Teresa Clark at the top of the key. Clark drives the lane, pulls up, loses the ball inside, coming up with it. Ellie Umpierre back to play defense is Heidi Clark. Puts her hand up in the face of Umpierre's shot. No good. Rebound comes down to Julie Coleman. Coleman off across the timeline on the far side. Hooks a pass down to Teresa Score with 7:12 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Umpierre bringing the ball up. And I'll tell you, Tom, in looking already, you can see that Cromwell really has some more speed with Heidi Clark, who takes the ball away on the steal. Heads right down the shot. Off the glass, no good. Rebound to Lonnie Town. Town puts the ball down on the floor. We get a jump ball between Town and Heidi Clark, and he is an 8th grader. Tap of the ball controlled by Esko. Ellie Umpierre dribbles around Carol Randall and will bring the ball up court. Down they go, right side of Lori Hakinen, makes a driving move off the glass, no good. Rebound, battle for, and Teresa Clark will go at the box 4 and take the ball underneath the basket. Passing in, Lori Hakinen goes right side of Pelletier, now to Umpierre. They rotate against the zone, shot off the glass and in by Lori Hakinen. Hakinen gets the first 2 on the night. Fast breaking, brings the ball in to Julie Coleman, who dribbles it across the timeline, gives it right back to Teresa Clark, working against Ellie Umpierre. And Teresa Clark and Ellie Umpierre both are extremely quick. Teresa Clark, nowhere to go with the ball, throws it away as Lori Hakinen came up with it. Lori Hakinen then throws the ball up ahead. Umpierre, bounce pass, stolen away by Heidi Clark, but Pelletier comes up with it. Gives the ball to Umpierre way outside. She got it from the corner, Ellie Umpierre. And it's 4-0. With the Eskimos leading right from the outset. Dribbling through the press as Teresa Clark pulls the ball up. The teams really like to run. Julie Coleman picks the ball up, gives it right back to Teresa Clark, who works against Umpierre. Umpierre playing defense in the person-to-person defense. We'll just call it man-to-man for the sake of it. Out top, Lakey, they bring the ball to the 8th grader, Heidi Clark. Heidi makes a move, drives the lane, puts the shot off the glass. It rolls in and out, no good. Rebound underneath, shot off the glass, no good. And again, the rebound comes down to, I believe it was Joyce Deason, who got the rebound out to Lonnie Town.
Defensive game so far, 7 turnovers in the first 2.5 minutes of the game, so good defense on both teams.
Heidi Clark just didn't drop for them. So they have probably the better shot selection. Teresa Clark heads to the baseline, bounce past Julie Coleman. Coleman picks the ball up. Very good athlete in Julie Coleman. Heidi Clark loses the ball to Stacy. The game even tied at 19 each one, so let's get back to action. Inside they go, ball taken away by from Matt, then by Heidi Clark, and back over to Umpierre on the turnover. Way in the corner, shot put up, no good by Lori Hakinen. It goes out of bounds and evidently went off the hand of the team. Inbounds pass, shot up and in, and I'm not sure who got the shot. Matheson with the shot, gets the 2, and it's 6-0, and Tom will have to watch your microphone here tonight. Teresa Clark working on Umpierre, unable to do anything, picks the ball up, holds it above her head, tries to get the ball to Heidi Clark, and does. Heidi Clark making a move on chin where she shouldn't have. And we get a substitution, as coming in is Jane Beck, who had not been feeling all that well, but she is playing. Tonight went out of bounds, it'll belong to Cromwell. And Esko will go into full court pressure. Inbounds pass to Teresa Clark. Teresa Clark just literally beats Umpierre across the timeline, goes right to the baseline, makes a move, puts the shot up and in. Oh, nice play by Teresa Clark. As she got Umpierre to go up, Umpierre has to save the ball from going out of bounds, tries to throw the ball over to Stacy Pelletier before it went out of bounds, but Pelletier couldn't get there. Lonnie Town will check back in, and let's see Clark.
She is way outside right now. Looking inside, throws the ball right side, way out top of the key. Back to Teresa Clark, makes the drive. She has the only 2 points on the night for Cromwell. And the first free throw on the way, she got it. Well, I'll tell you, I thought we were going to see a pretty good-sized crowd here tonight, considering the importance of this game, but not very many people at all here tonight. 6-3 as she made the first one, second one on the way. She got them both. Teresa Clark with all 4 of her team's points. Ellie Umpierre to the timeline, pulls up with Jane Beck guarding her. Joyce Thiessen, they bring it back out to Umpierre. Umpierre right around Jane Beck. Down in the corner to Lori Hankinen. Back out to the top of the key, inside to Town. Through Town's hands and out of bounds. We know their numbers. They've got Coleman listed as number 12. Turnover. Teresa Clark comes up with it. Tries to beat Umpierre down the court. Takes the shot over, up and in. And Cromwell has tied the ball game up at 6. Umpierre dribbles through traffic, has it batted away by Jane Beck. Ball pass by Deason into Umpierre. Being hounded by Jane Beck. Driving is Pelletier, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Carol Randall. Carol gives the ball off to Teresa Clark, and we're tied at 6. With just 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play, a chance for Cromwell girls to go up for the first time in the ball game. Down in the corner, Julie Coleman drives the baseline. The shot up and in. And this is one thing that Esko is going to have to do is stop Coleman and Teresa Clark, and thus far they've been unable to stop Clark. Over the head of Umpierre, and it almost goes out of bounds, but Umpierre comes down with it. Down in the corner to Hankinen. Lori Hankinen makes a nice driving move in the lane, puts the shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound comes down. Carol Randall chased after it, but it was tapped out by one of the Esko players. And Cromwell will get the ball out with a 2-point lead. Passing in will be Carol Randall, gives the ball off to Teresa Clark. Waits for everybody to get up court before working against Umpierre. She goes right around. Umpierre fills up in the lane. Right side to Carol Randall. Randall with nowhere to go with the ball brings it outside to Teresa Clark. Worked on by Umpierre. We get a foul as Umpierre reached inside. And free throw on the way and good.
All right,
Teresa Clark 3 for 3 from the line tonight. 7 of the 8 points. 7 of the 9 points, rather, are hers. And again, at halftime, we'll be talking with Jack Johnson, the 9th grade boys coach here at Esko. His team is 13-4 on the season. She made the other one, 4 for 4 from the line. Ahead, Ellie Umpierre as Esko comes back quickly, down by a score of 10-6 after Esko led it 6-0. 10 straight points for Cromwell. Inside, Manson and hook shot up, no good. Rebound. Battled for. Town puts it up, overshot everything. Then Town got her own rebound, had it blocked by Randall, and then Jane Beck picked the ball up and tries to dribble out of trouble, and it's stolen by Lonnie Town. Town, jump shot from 10, got it. Well, that time Carol Randall made a big mistake, or rather Jane Beck made a big mistake. She put the ball down on the court. She should have picked it up and cleared herself, because with Lonnie Town around, you just don't do that. She's just that quick. Teresa Clark down in the corner. Julie Coleman tries to throw it inside to Jane Beck, and it went through her hands and off her hands and out of bounds. So the ball on the turnover goes to Esko, who scored the last basket down and have an opportunity to tie this one up after having led early 6-0 and been down by a score of 10-6. Right side, Hankinen dumps a pass inside. Julie Coleman batted it right away from the little gal Lonnie Town. Outlet pass goes to Jane Beck. Jane Beck was right to the basket on a fast break. Loses the ball down in the court and is tied up by Umpierre. And going down easily by Coleman out to Teresa Clark. Goes left side to Jane Beck. Jane puts the shot up, no good. Rebound, battles for it, coming down with it, Manthinen. Ball stolen away from her. Oh, a good play by Teresa Clark. She read the outlet pass as they tried to go to Umpierre, and she stepped in between them and took the ball away. Down in the corner, Coleman for Cromwell. Makes a driving move off the glass, no good. Battle for the rebound. Coleman gets it on the baseline in the near corner. Drives for the lane with 59 seconds left. Puts a hook shot up, no good. Rebound comes down. Coleman is dropped to the floor. Battle for the rebound. One team is controlling the play, dictating who's going to get to the loose balls, and that's what Cromwell is doing right now. Jump shot. Teresa Clark rolls off, no good. Rebound comes down. Jane Beck, turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound, Lonnie Town. Town tries to throw an outlet pass, and it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Esko as it was tipped out by Cromwell. Well, I'll tell you one thing Cromwell has done is they are starting to really hit the boards. And they got Heidi Clark, and she adds a lot of quickness to them, while Beck adds a lot of height. So they can play it both ways. Decent bounce pass inside. Sarah Manthinen off the glass. No good. Rebound underneath. Sarah Manthinen puts it up. No good. Rebound, Lori Hankinen takes it down to the baseline to reset the play. Outside Umpier, out to Mathinen. Down in the corner they go. Decent jump shot, no good. Rebound, Julie Coleman. Batted out of her hands by Lonnie Town. Coming up with it, Umpier, right side. Down in the corner, shot taken. Hakenin, no good. Rebound comes down to Mathinen, blocked. And it goes out of bounds, and it'll belong to Cromwell. Oh, boy, I'll tell you everything. Rebound comes down to Sandy Randall. Go! And Sandy gets the ball off, and that's the end of the quarter with it towards Teresa Clark. Getting the same amount of points as the whole entire Esko team did, and she controls the tap, goes right to the basket, down to the baseline, puts the shot up, and she does not get it. Tap of the ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to Cromwell. And they don't even have the bleachers pulled out, so there is not much of a crowd on hand, even though John Grusendorf thought there would be a good-sized crowd. Maybe a lot of that having to do with the Olympics. Who knows? Inside they go. Esko gets a shot off, and committing a foul.
Esko is 4 of 20 from the field for 20%. They had 5 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds, 6 fouls, and 7 turnovers. But Cromwell, they're 3 of 13 for 23% from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line for 100%. 5 offensive, 7 defensive rebounds, 3 fouls, and 9 turnovers.
Second shot was no good after Mathinen made the first one, so back comes Cromwell with the ball, Teresa Clark. And then trying to go for the steal is Lori Hakenin, and she stepped in front of the hard-charging Teresa Clark and commits the foul. Very strong. And it's working. It's just plain old working tonight. Free throw no good. Rebound underneath. Coleman puts it up no good. Rebound to Sandy Randall. And the second one is on the way. Doesn't get this one. Rebound comes down to Teresa Clark. Takes the 10-foot jumper off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound Lori Hakenin. Pelletier will now check in for Lori Hakenin. And almost getting the ball swiped away from behind by Julie Coleman was Hakenin. She'll take the 15-foot jumper off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Sarah Mathinen. Outside they go to Joyce Deason. Back to Mathinen in the corner. Out top, Lakita Umpier. Right side, Hakenin. Tried to bounce it inside to Lonnie Town, and stealing the ball away, Teresa Clark. She wouldn't let him get it inside. By the way, Teresa's sister, Beth Clark, you'll remember from last year, is now starting on the UWS team. Heidi Clark with a shot from outside. No good, and a pushing foul inside. And let's see, it's on one of the Cromwell cards.
Very good shooter for you outside. Lonnie Town, we've all had their games, I guess, this year. But they can't afford to lose any of the starters right off the bat here.
Lonnie Town missed the free throw, had a couple of shots put up, and then Sarah Mathinen put a shot up from outside. And she is now being double teamed. Gets the ball off to Carol Randall. Carol Randall goes right to the basket, picks the ball up to Julie Coleman, stolen away. Stacey Pelletier up ahead, Ellie Umpier, stolen away by Teresa Clark. Oh, what a play by Teresa Clark. I'll tell you right now, she's the quickest girl out on the court, Todd. Just no question. Unbelievable.
Where that ball is, Teresa Clark's been tonight.
Umpier going in on a fast break. Clark came out of nowhere, stole the ball away, and they say evidently she traveled when she went down on the floor, yet she never had control of it. Way outside, Umpier's shot up, no good. Rebound decent, and Clark fight for it, and they'll jump it up. 6 playoffs last year at Duluth Central. Tap of the ball belongs to Esko, but we get a travel call. And now the fans are getting in on it a little bit. 11-9. 6:11 remaining, first half of play. Julie Coleman and Teresa Clark will try to beat the press. Coleman does. Heidi Clark got it. You know, these Esko girls, Lonnie Town and Ellie Umpier, that can do the running for them are every bit as fast as Teresa Clark, but so far it's been a case of she has been getting the jump on them a little bit. And not only Umpier came close to walking with it. Outside, we get a foul inside on Sandy Randall. They don't have much height after that, although Stacey Pelletier can get up in the air. She got the rebound off the missed shot by Deason. Off the missed free throw. In the corner, Town puts a shot up. She got it. Lonnie Town, nice play. Lonnie hits the outside jumper. Inbounds pass comes to Heidi Clark. Off to the races, pulls up, gives the ball off to Carol Randall, throws the ball back to Teresa Clark, and across the timeline. 13-11, Cromwell leading it by 2 in what has been a pretty good basketball game. In the corner, Julie Coleman, jump shot, short of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Cromwell. I'll tell you, the one referee's having all kinds of problems. Yes, he calls it to Esko now. He calls it one way, and then he has to make up his mind.
Worry about them watching the play.
13-11. Ellie Umpier brings the ball to the timeline. Goes down right side to Joyce Deason. Back out to Umpier, to Deason. To Umpier, to Deason. Makes the shot from 15 in. Nice play by Joyce Deason. Joyce taking a jumper from about 12. Teresa Clark right through 2 players, right through the whole team.
tries to dump a pass inside, off up the air, and in to Julie Coleman as they got a lucky bounce. Coleman happened to be in the right place at the right time. Matherin over to Pelletier, now to Ampierre, and Ampierre will bring the ball out top of the key, right side, points, brings it to Pelletier, jump shot from 15, got it. And it's tied at 15. Coleman goes right around two players down to the baseline, lost the ball to Pelletier, and then coming up with it is Randall, makes a move, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound comes down, two, and the foul is called on Station Department tonight. That is the job she is expected to do, and she gets the free throw. Carol remembers the loss to this Esko team last year as well. She was on the 12th level. I'm sure she didn't like that either. Second shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Ampierre, went off her foot, but she managed to save it before it went out of bounds. Down court pass, they throw it away. Ampierre tried to throw the bomb to Lonnie Towner Pelletier, and it went over their head and out of bounds. Inbounds pass comes to Teresa Clark, and she'll work against Ampierre and against Joyce Deason. Teresa Clark in double team problems, and we're going to get a foul called. Charging foul on Teresa Clark. And Cromwell sticking, well, mainly with what looks to be almost a man-to-man, but it's a real, looks almost like a diamond-type defense. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Carol Randall, and she's fouled by Lonnie Town. And Town gets foul number 2. Carol Randall going to the free.
I haven't even got him counted up here yet, Gary. I can't even give you no answer on that.
Shot by Randall, no good on the free throw. Rebound comes down to Sarah Matherin on the outlet pass. It almost went out of bounds, coming up with it. Ampierre down on the right side. Joyce Deason looks inside, back out to Ampierre. Ampierre goes to the left, puts the long shot up. She got it. Ampierre ripples the net from 17 on the pass, almost thrown away. Coming on with it, Teresa Clark. Teresa going up against the press, pivots and brings it across the timeline. Esko leads it 17-16. Julie Coleman puts the shot up from 15. She puts it in. Julie Coleman has 6. Out to Ellie Ampierre through the big circle at center court. Ampierre being guarded by Heidi Clark. Right side, Joyce Deason. They look to get it inside, and they do to Lonnie Town. Off her foot, rebounded. Well, actually, the ball came out to Joyce Deason. Now to Pelletier, left side in the corner. Matherin's jump shot, no good. It rolls in. Sarah Matherin got the roll, and back with the lead is Esko now. 19-18, a seesaw battle. Up ahead for the pass goes Julie Coleman. On the baseline, lost the ball. Coming up with it, Stacy Pelletier. Then she loses it for a moment. Deason picks it up. Matherin down court to Lonnie Town. Being guarded by Teresa Clark. Coming in from behind for the steal is Heidi Clark, and Town picked the ball up just in the nick of time. Out to Ampierre, back to Deason, now to Ampierre. And back to Deason again as they play catch. Ampierre left side, they go to Pelletier, down in the corner. Matherin picks the ball up out to Pelletier, almost stolen by Coleman, now to Ampierre. Right side they go to Joyce Deason, bounce pass inside. Lonnie Town shot up, fadeaway jumper, she got it. Lonnie Town on a fadeaway jumper. The lead is now at 21-18. Coleman tries to dribble through the press. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes to Esko. And we're going to get a timeout called by Cromwell by us, working up against Heidi Clark. In the man-to-man pressure now. Right side they go into Lonnie Town. Lost the ball out of her hands and out of bounds. They're going to give it back to Esko as it was tipped out by one of the Cromwell players. I believe Sandy Randall got her hand on it. Pelletier down in the corner to Sarah Matherin. Back to Pelletier, way outside to Ampierre now, working, trying to get the ball in to Lonnie Town. Bring it back outside to Pelletier, who is called
11 for Esko, Gary, and 13 for Cromwell.
Cromwell. Clark over to Julie Coleman, picks it up, back out to Teresa Clark. And Heidi Clark plays down on the left wing, and she's got the ball now. Back to Teresa Clark, tries to drive the lane. Nowhere to go with the ball. Dumps a pass into Heidi Clark in the corner. Back out, no, she walked with it. Heidi Clark shuffled her feet. Didn't put the ball down. It's basketball game here at Esko. Right side, Joyce Deason looks inside, brings it back out to Ellie Ampierre. Almost lost the ball, brings it back right side to Deason. Inside to Town, and Clark got back over to hustle in and grab the ball, and we'll have a jump ball. Nice hustle by Teresa Clark as she reached in each other tonight. Tap of the ball controlled by Julie Coleman. Coleman after the races. Town comes in, taps the ball away, and the ball will belong over to Cromwell. as Julie Coleman didn't realize Town was coming in from behind, and that time Lonnie Town showed how quick she can get going because she got there in a hurry. Coming up, rather Esko leading it 21-18. Cromwell had been down 6-0, came back and grabbed a 10-6 lead. Shot way outside by Sarah Mattinen, and Sarah comes up with her 7th points of the night to put Esko ahead 23-18.
Esko's made the last 7 out of their 8 shots, Gary.
Outside, Julie Coleman, free throw line, bounce pass, stolen away by Sarah Mattinen. Up ahead for Umpierre, almost has the ball swiped away, and then Julie Coleman knocked away. It's a 2-shot foul. First one on the way, right down the middle. Oscar Eliasson wanted to stay away from a spurt like this and not allow Esko to get that run that they seem to do every game, and Umpierre hits both ends of the 2-shot foul. Teresa Clark up ahead for Julie Coleman on the far side. Goes to the baseline, picks it up way outside of Teresa Clark. 25-18. Cromwell can cut the lead to 5. This is the biggest lead of the evening for either team. Baseline jumper. Julie Coleman puts it in. Now Coleman's got 8. And it's 25-20 with 28 seconds left. And they're going to go for 1 and try to go into the lead into halftime with a 7-point lead. Shot put up by Lonnie Town, and she was fouled. That might not have been a bad foul by because, as you said, if Town doesn't make either one of these, now she made one. Well, if she gets this one, it wasn't too good of a foul. Second one on the way, and she got them both. 27-20. Cromwell can still cut the lead to 5 as we have 16 seconds left now in the ball game, or rather the first half. 108. Carol Randall shot no good. Pelletier on the rebound, stolen away by Teresa Clark. Now to Heidi Clark. Throws the ball over to Jane Beck. Beck goes down on the floor, and she's tied up with 4 seconds remaining. We'll get a jump ball. Tapp does a good job. Yes, he does. Cromwell gets the ball off the tip, but then throws the ball away. And then 2-20. Tap the ball controlled by Teresa Clark, and I would imagine Oscar Eliasson went in at halftime and said he wants to get his team to play the type of game they played in that first quarter, when they reeled off 10 straight points after having been down 6-0 and then grabbing a 10-6 lead. They're trying to work the ball in to Carol and Sandy Randall. Julie Coleman gives the ball off to Teresa Clark, and it hits her feet, and she picks the ball up and dribbles it out of trouble. They've really slowed the game down. They're working against the zone now. Esko's kind of conceded that they may not be able to guard a couple of those players. On the baseline, Carol Randall hits one. Back come the Eskimos. Fast breaking. Matherin goes underneath for the reverse layup. It doesn't drop. Tapped out. It comes down to Lonnie Town. Town drives, dumps off a pass stolen by Julie Coleman. Coleman quickly across the timeline. Down to the baseline. Takes the shot. Blocked. Rebound underneath. Randall up. No good. And the regular season loss on a bounce in pass away by Esko. Back comes Lonnie Town working against Heidi Clark. Jump shot. She got it. Lonnie Town picks it up off the dribble and pops it from 10. It's 29-22. Esko by 7. 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Teresa Clark works against the pressure, brings the ball up. Points for Julie Coleman to go to the baseline, and then they bring it back up, and they'll work against the zone. 2-3 zone. Teresa Clark, right side. Julie Coleman, jump shot off the glass, no good. Rebound underneath. Sandy Randall up and in. Sandy Randall has her first bucket of the down court as Umpierre goes cross court. Mattinen wide open, missed the layup, and she fouled. And I think maybe Esko got away with one because it looked like Sarah might have walked with it as she took a couple of steps. She'll be shooting 2. First one on the way, and she falls from Esko. Second one hits 31-24, 6:17 remaining. Here in the third quarter of play in hockey tonight. Cloquet winning over Hermantown 4-2, and the USA. High post. Back outside, Julie Coleman got that 15-footer, puts it in. Julie Coleman now in double figures with 10, and she's the first player to hit double figures for Cromwell. 31-26. It's been a good one here tonight. Lonnie Town inside is tied up, ball stolen away. Heidi Clark comes down with it. She's got Teresa Clark with her. Goes right to the basket. Layup off the rim, no good. Rather off the side of the back. Pass in from Coleman right back. 31-26.
cut the lead down to 3. The Cromwell Cards can. Back out top of the key to Teresa Clark. Tries to drive the lane. Picks up. Jump shot. Off the rim. No good. Looked like it was going to go down. Rebounded by Teresa. 18-foot set shot. And Clark right side to Julie Coleman. Out of the baseline. Turnaround jump shot. Pops it in. Well, I'll tell you, Julie Coleman is just a fine basketball player. 31-28. 27-20. Esko just hasn't looked real sharp tonight, Tom. They just have not looked like the same Esko team. Maybe a lot of that has to do with Cromwell tonight, though.
Cromwell's putting a lot of pressure on him, Kerry, and it has a lot to
their
do with
quickness might surprise Esko tonight. I don't think Esko runs into many teams as quick as them, and I think Cromwell has proven tonight that they can be as quick. Julie Coleman almost lost the ball out of bounds. It goes down on the baseline. Inside, Teresa in. Comes to Heidi Clark, who gives the ball right back to Teresa Clark. 31-28. Julie Coleman makes a move, lost the ball. Here, 3 fouls, so 3 starters in foul trouble for the Eskimos. 31-28, Esko leads it here by 3 with 4:10 remaining in the ball. Teresa Clark drives all the way down court, puts it off the glass. It doesn't go in. Rebound, Randall, up and in. Carol Randall. And you can just certainly see the way each time the Cromwell Cards score, the way they react, how much they want this game. Then on the other end of the court, off the fast break, Lori Heikkinen has the ball and hooks it up in. 33-30, 3:45 remaining third quarter. Baseline, Julie Coleman. Turnaround jumper, good! Julie Coleman hits it. Coleman has 14. Down court, up the air, has the ball swiped away by Teresa Clark. Actually, it was Town threw the ball down court for Umpierre, and it was stolen by Clark. Clark drives to the basket. Up and no good. Rebound, Coleman off the glass. In, Julie Coleman. What a turnaround. 34-33. Outlet pass. Umpierre. 7 of those 14, so they're shooting a good 50%. And they've grabbed the lead again. 34-33. Way outside. Matheden, no good. Big battle for the rebound. Lori Heikkinen hit the floor. Matheden got the rebound and put it in. I'll tell you, for a gal who's supposed to be sick, Matheden's playing good basketball. She's got 13, and now Esko takes the lead, 35-34. Teresa Clark working against Umpierre. Right side, Julie Coleman. Inside they go. They try to get it to Carol Randall. They do on the baseline. Hooks it way back outside of Teresa Clark on the right side. We've got a good one. Inside they go. Julie Coleman off the glass. It drops in, and she was nailed. Oh, my gosh. Coleman with 10 points in this quarter. Heikkinen shot in the third quarter. 36-35, a 1-point lead for the Cards. On the drive, Clark in there right now with 3 fouls. Free throw on the way, and it's short. On the other hand, Teresa Clark has 3 fouls. And she's the only player with 3 other than Sandy Randall. Second one, no good. Battle for the rebound. Carol Randall up and in. I'll tell you one thing, Carol Randall has just dominated the game on the boards tonight. She's just going up and over the top. It's 38-35. Ellie Umpierre, left side. Lonnie Town, right side. They go to Umpierre on the Matheden. Out to Umpierre, takes the set shot, no good. Rebound comes down. Matheden, high arching shot, no good. Rebound, Town. Outside, Umpierre, back to Heikkinen, jump shot, in! Lori Heikkinen now has 6. And it's 38-7, a 1-point lead. We've got a high-scoring game by the end of this one for a girls' basketball game. Teresa Clark, right side of Julie Coleman. She's turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound comes down, Lonnie Town. Town has the ball swiped out of her hands, but Heikkinen comes up with it. Heikkinen has it swiped out of her in the corner, takes the set shot, no good. Rebound comes down, Sandy Randall. Over to Julie Coleman. Some of the fans wanted to travel, but I think she did keep that 1 foot down. Very close. Left side, Heidi Clark. Baseline out of Carol Randall. Back to Heidi Clark. On top of the key to Teresa Clark. The fans very quiet right now. Julie Coleman. Baseline, Carol Randall. Carol back on top of the key to Teresa Clark with 1:14 remaining. Third quarter of play. Cromwell leading it by 1. 38-37 after having been down at half. 27-20. Baseline jumper, Coleman off the back of the iron. It bounces around, no good. Battle for the rebound comes down. Heidi Clark. And then picking it up is Teresa Clark. And a big scramble on the floor. And boy, I'll tell you, it's like a hot tomato. Nobody wants it. You know how they came up with a traveling call? I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the play. Cromwell got the ball on the turnover. Quite a few turnovers on Esko in this corner. They've got 6. Teresa Clark drives the lane, puts the shot up, in. Boy, I'll tell you, they are hot. Fadeaway jump shot from 10, and she got it 40-37. 27 seconds remaining, third quarter of play. In the corner, Lori Heikkinen. It's inside, nowhere to go. Lonnie Town back to Heikkinen. Heikkinen drives back to Town. Town takes the shot. No good. Rebound will be a foul. Lansing would like to see his team come out with a three-point lead. Shot up by Town, no good. And now the ball comes down to Teresa Clark. Cromwell can come up with the last bucket. Down in the corner. Clark gets the shot off, overshot. Rebound comes down. Matheden, off they go. The shot will be too late. Up and Carol Randall will jump against Lori Heikkinen, and Randall controls the tip. Getting the ball to Heidi Clark, who just hands the ball to Teresa Clark. They are sisters, as are the Randall girls. Left side, Heidi Clark down to Carol Randall, back out to Teresa Clark. They try to work it to Julie Coleman. They get it to her, working against Heikkinen. Back out to Teresa Clark, to Heidi Clark, 15 feet away from the basket. Doesn't want the shot, brings it back to Teresa Clark. Going to take as much time as they can away and make sure they get good shots now. Baseline, Julie Coleman takes the turnaround jumper off the front of the iron. Battle for the rebound, comes down to Pelletier. And Pelletier was moving one way and Julie Coleman moving the other way. They ran into each other, and Coleman will be called on the foul, and that's her fourth foul. And that is a big thing right now, as that really hurts Cromwell, because they lose a gal that got 10 points for them in the third quarter. So Esko will get the ball, working against a 2-3 zone. And Umpierre threw the ball to her right. Casey Pelletier to Umpierre. 40-37, three-point lead belonging to Cromwell. Lonnie Town out to Umpierre, back to Lonnie Town. She's got the jump shot, puts it up and puts it in. And it makes it 40-39. So Teresa Clark will bring her team back down the floor as the point guard. Left side she goes to Heidi Clark, back to Teresa Clark. They just play catch with it. Now down in the corner to Carol Randall. Back to Teresa Clark. One thing about Cromwell, they become a very different team without Julie Coleman. Shot up by Teresa Clark, no good. Rebound battle for Lonnie Town, comes up with it. And they're off to the races. Now Town slows it down and allows Cromwell to get back into their zone. Baseline, Lori Heikkinen has trouble handling the pass, and now does. Over to Umpierre, to Lonnie Town. Back to Heikkinen on the baseline. Drives, puts the shot up, and no good. Rebound.
3 fouls and 2 turnovers.
Fun game to watch, Tom. Just a fun game. Both teams are playing well. Free throw by Carol Randall is no good. I'm sure she'd like that one back, as her team now is only ahead by 1, and the other team has the ball. The Eskimos, who are down by 1 with the basketball, and the score 40-39. Umpierre, right side of Matheden. They play catch with it. Now to Umpierre, left side Lonnie Town. They try to squeeze the zone together, get close enough for a shot. Wide open, Matheden, jump shot. No good. Rebound, Randall. Randall, outlet pass to Teresa Clark, and Teresa's off to the races. Heads right to the basket, puts a shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, foul in. Substitution for Cromwell, no good. At the free throw, Cromwell will see Monica Deebly coming in. Stolen away, Lori Heikkinen goes up for the layup, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Teresa Clark. And she brings the ball down. How often do you see that? Clark in the lane, puts the shot off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Sarah Matheden. Double dribble called on Matheden. 5:35 remaining. I think it's going to be just a matter of a minute or so before he gets Coleman back in there anyway, because he needs that scoring punch in order to retain this lead. Teresa Clark out at the top of the key with her team leading it by 1. 5:22 remaining. One thing they're going to do, they're going to make Esko come out and play them before they make any moves. Way outside, Jane Beck. She took the words out of my mouth. Then she takes a rebound shot, no good. Rebound underneath, shot put up. Heidi Clark puts it up and in. And the 8th grader comes up with a key play for the Cromwell Cards, making it 42-39. And it'll take 2 possessions or a 3-point play for Esko to get back here. Jump shot blocked by Randall, and then Carol Randall stole the ball, but coming down with it is Matheden, and Matheden's then Matheden's free throw on the way, and it is good. 42-40. 4:50 remaining in the ball game. Second one on the way. It's nothing but the bottom of the net. So now Esko cuts the lead to 1. Cromwell leading 42-41. 4:43 remaining in the ball game. Teresa Clark, left side. They go to Carol Randall, to Heidi Clark. Heidi Clark gives the ball back to Teresa Clark. Teresa Clark at the top of the key, right side. To Jane Beck. Baseline, they go to Monica Deebly. Back to Jane Beck. Jane Beck, nowhere to go. Brings it back out top of the key to Teresa Clark. Teresa Clark tries to drive. Nowhere to go. Now back to Jane Beck. wanted the shot, decided not to take it, gave it back to Teresa Clark. Julie Coleman will be checking back in. Right side in the corner, Monica Deabley gives it to Jane Beck. Jane Beck throws a baseball pass out to Teresa Clark with 4 minutes exactly remaining. Both Randall and Coleman will be coming back in. Right side driving is Beck, puts the shot up, no good, got her own rebound and brings it down in the corner. Brings it back out to Heidi Clark. Heidi Clark to Teresa Clark. Right side, Jane Beck. In they go to Carol Randall, being double teamed. Loses the ball, manages to save it and get it to Teresa Clark. Everything going Cromwell's way here in the second half. All the lucky bounces right now, but you got to have a few of those as they went against them last year. Baseline jumper, Randall overshot everything. Rebound, Lowney Town. Lowney Town is a chance to tie it up and put her team in the lead with a 1-1. Well, she tied it up. In the third quarter, Cromwell, which had been behind at halftime by 7, grabbed the lead after outscoring Esko 20-10. Second one is good. So now Town gives her team a lead. The first one they've seen since midway through the third quarter. Heidi Clark. Back out to Teresa Clark. Now Julie Coleman is back in the ball game, as is Randall. Ball tapped away from Teresa Clark, and coming up with it is Clark. Gives the ball to Julie Coleman. Coleman drives, and she's pushed to the floor, and boy, she's gone down hard a couple times. And they call 23 Mantleman. Some of the fans don't agree. They feel that Mantleman backed into Coleman. Coleman will go to the free throw line, and she doesn't get it. Rebound tipped up, no good. Randall on the rebound, puts it up again, no good. Battle for the rebound comes down to Esko. Up ahead, up the air, left side. Lori Hagen, and up and in. Well, they ran the fast break to perfection, and now Esko's grabbed the three-point lead. Teresa Clark, right side. Julie Coleman drives the lane, picks it up to Heidi Clark. Now to Teresa Clark. Has it tapped out of her hands by Heikkinen. Back comes Lonnie Town working against Heidi Clark. Puts it up, good. Now the speed coming into play. The lead is at 5. Cromwell's got to slow it down and make sure there's plenty of time left. Teresa Clark yelling for Julie Coleman to make a move. They go baseline. Carol Randall has the ball slapped out of her hands, and they're going to give it to Esko. Now the call's going Esko's way, with Esko leading it 47-42. 2:18 remaining, so it's going to take some ball hawking by Cromwell to get the ball away from Esko, and then they've got to worry about getting the ball in the hoop, which they haven't done very much here in the fourth quarter. They've been held to one basket in the fourth quarter. Mastodon inside, Joyce Beeson. They're just playing catch with it, taking the time off the clock. Cromwell's got a match-up and going a man-to-man. Right now, the coach is yelling match-up. Heidi Clark will be on Lonnie Town. Town almost lost the ball to Teresa Clark. No one with help on the inside, Umpierre. As it looks like some of the shooting two, as they say that she was fouled purposely. She missed the first one. And right now, if she doesn't make this, it's going to be a pretty good exchange for Cromwell, if they could come down with a basket. Second one is no good. And they don't? Yes, they do. Hustling to the ball is Teresa Clark, bringing it to the timeline and across, goes right to the basket, baseline, puts the jump shot up, and no good. Rebound it, Lonnie Town. Town is in minute 30 left. No good. Rebound comes down to Coleman. Off to the races. Coleman dribbles through 3 players, goes right to the baseline. Shot off the glass, no good. Tapped up, no good. Rebound comes down, Mantleman. Up ahead for Umpierre. Umpierre goes in, and we're going to get a foul call before the shot by Teresa. And now she's missed her last 3. Well, I don't understand that. They say she was intentionally fouled? Evidently. Second one is in. 48-42. It'll take 3 baskets for Cromwell to get back in it and not allow Esko any. Teresa Clark, left side, Jane Beck. Pass to Sandy Randall. Sandy is fouled. Referee gets the ball back to her. Sandy is all set, and the free throw is on the way, and she got it. 47-43. Well, it's not over. 1:03 remaining. Should she make this, it's only a 2-basket difference, and a steal here and a steal there, and we've got a tie ball game. She doesn't get this one. The rebound comes down to Lonnie Town, and Lonnie goes off to the races. And then she slows things down. 58 seconds left in the ball game. Town, right side, holding the ball. Fakes the pass to Lampierre, back outside to Matherton. Matherton, right side of Joyce Beeson, now to Lori Hakinen. And Esko really running a revolving type offense way outside, trying to pick up some fouls and go to the free throw line. Cross-court pass to Matinen from Town with just 40 seconds left. Left side, Lori Hakinen picks the ball up, gives the ball to Ellie Umpierre. And then Umpierre is fouled. 49-43, and she makes this one, that'll do it. Should do it with 33 seconds left. And she doesn't get it, but the rebound comes down to Deason. I think she's got 2 points. They came in the second quarter. She got it. Bounced around a couple of times and then finally dropped. Second one on the way. No question about it this time. Rippled the net. 30 seconds left, 51-43. Teresa Clark goes to the baseline. Puts the shot up, doesn't go. Rebound comes down. Carol Randall off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Esko. Ball still in this ball game and stay in first place, but what an effort by this Cromwell team as well. 11 seconds left. Points for Lonnie. She misses her first one. Second one on the way. She didn't get that one to the shooter. He can't move. Second one is no good. Rebound went right through the hands of Carol Randall and out of bounds. Nobody win, and it'll be 10 if Dwight Deason makes the shot. No good. Randall on the rebound. That's the ball game. 51-43 as the Eskimos